Okay, buddy. Okay. Good boy. All right. All right, so there's my dog Sue sitting there, one of my dogs, my Rottweiler. He knows all this, but I'm going to walk you through it like he's being taught from scratch. I'm going to do, if you see that green cot there, that's going to be for place. Here, lay down, buddy. That's going to be for place. You can, like I said, you can just use a dog bed. You don't have to use an official cot. And it's going to be a two-part command. Real straightforward. The first part's going to be go to your place. So when I say go to your place, it basically means the teacher's saying go to your assigned seat. That's all it means. When you get to your assigned seat, you got to do your assignment. What's the assignment? Sitting and down. That's all it is. It basically teaches them that when I say place, you got to go to the closest bed, sit or lay, and stay there till I tell you one other command, which means that you're released. So it means you're in class, go to your assigned seat, do the assignment, and then we say a command that says class is over, you're at ease. Make sense? Okay, so let me show you here. I'm going to just use some treats here just to demonstrate, because the idea is you want to do some lure and reward. I'm sure you've done some things like this with the treats, where you use it to position them and to move them where you want. So that's all we're going to do with these commands. So notice when I say the word, how I get out in front of him with the leash and with my treats. So I want to lure him by the nose. So I'm going to have him sit. Come on, sit. And notice he's looking at me. Everything's about eye contact. We'll get into that next here. So while he's looking at me, I'm going to give him the word place. I'm going to lead him out in front of him with the leash and the treats, and then up over the head and give him the treat and the sit. Now if you want to go a step further, now we go into the down, and you just hold the leash underneath the, he's got to finish chewing. He's already on the treats. And then here's where the work starts. I want him staying there. So once he's in that command, yes. See how when he looks at me, I give him another treat. That's the key. That's how you teach a dog how to stay, is you don't just put them in command. You get them to go in command, and then you get them to check in so they learn how to stay focused on it. You know, really, if you say stay over and over, it doesn't mean anything. If they learn to do their command and they stay because you're building this attention. So, yes, you give them another, and you're just kind of building this back and forth. Now, for you, you're going to have to hold the leash because this is all new for your dog. So I want you, but it should be where, even if it was outside and you told them to lay at a park, the commands will build to where once you tell them to do it, they check in. Now here's the last step. I'm going to release him while he's checked in. Okay. And you see like when I say the okay, it like kind of releases him from like the trance. Like he's really in that. And it really is like if you develop these commands, even just for obedience. We're doing this now to get structure and a way for them to be calmer and set boundaries in the house. But then your commands start having a stronger development for when you need them to come, to stay, like I said, in public spaces, to walk next to you. So that's why it's really important. Even if you have the best behaved puppy, to be doing place training throughout the day, because you have to practice this. Just, hey, you want to get fed, you want to eat, you know, hang out with me. The place and the commands start becoming an important part of getting their needs met and well practiced because you're doing them throughout the day. So it's going to be probably an hour or two of training throughout the day you're going to implement. You know, a few minutes here, 20 minutes there, and we'll go through before we're done some of the times where it would be good to do this place training, because you don't want to do it when they're kind of wanting to listen to you. You want to do it when they don't want to listen, to teach them.
That's going to be my question. What's the best time to do it? Okay.
When they're probably not so calm, or something new is going to happen soon where they're going to lose their calm or not behave, you know. So it is like a few minutes before. And I think start with the most basic routines. People coming and going around the house. We're going to feed them. Hey, while you go set up the food in the kitchen, I'm going to make sure they stay in their place. And instead of them running to the food, we're going to come bring them a little bit of food at a time. That's a really good way to teach puppies how to stay in their place and to respect your command. Because it could take 20 minutes for them to get their meal, because if they keep getting up, and that's what I'm going to show you how to handle a mistake. Because my dog listens, I'm going to show you him not listening. But it is showing them that if you get up, the food stops, you go back to your place, and we do it over again. You have to show them patience, or they're not going to be patient. And you show them patience by saying, hey, I want you to listen more than you want to get up. And when you do, you get what you want. Everybody wins in the end, but you have to make commands the most important thing. And you have to build some of this duration, which is them learning to stay till the job is done, not just for 2 seconds. And then you're going to build distance, because they have to do it when you walk away, and then you have to build distractions. They have to do it when there's all types of things going on around them. Called the 3 Ds. I'm gonna send you a cheat sheet, it'll explain that. But it is basically using commands to just, for both structure, leadership, and just teaching them how to be calm and listen when you need them to on cue. Let me show you one more here, and I'm gonna just pretend my dog gets off the bed so you can see what a mistake looks like. So let's redo that here. Okay, buddy boy. Come on, sit. Sit. Okay. So here he is looking, we're ready to go. And if he looks at me, yes. Because even sitting, even if he's not on his bed, once he's sitting, he has to stay doing it, checking in until I say the next command. And then when we do this, we're going to change the subject. So if he's in his command, place. So I lead him with the leash and the treat out in front of him. Up into a sit. Down into a down. Eye contact. Treat. Now I'm going to release him, but just pretend I didn't release him. Just pretend he got up on his own. Because I don't want to confuse my dog. So if I say, okay, oh, my dog's following me. She's not supposed to get up yet. What am I supposed to do? You just pick up the leash. Let me get my dog. I'm going to tell him place. So we're going to go back to the bed. Sit down. And I just don't give him a treat this time. So he learns he doesn't get a treat if he gets up too soon. He has to wait. And now I'm going to show him, oh, you stayed this time. Look at you. What a good boy. You didn't get up this time. I walked to the computer. Good boy. Now to tell him, because I have to be fair, but you see, if I don't let him get up, I have to tell him how to get up. Otherwise, I'm not, that's their brain. Their brain is so black and white. That's the hard part. You got to think of them in different terms because they're seeing the world very different than us and they learn differently. So now I'm going to tell him to be clear. Good boy. Okay. And then he can get up. Was that helpful to see that?
Yeah, that was very helpful.
Okay, and you know what I think I'm going to do while I'm standing here? I'm just going to give you a quick overview of the heel command, just so that you can just see what that's going to look like for the walking exercises, because that's certainly something I want to do in the future with them to help with the pulling. Okay, so let me show you. So let's say you're going to take them on a walk. So the first thing you would do before the walk is put them in their places with the leashes and collars so they're not starting the walk too excited. You want them to start calmer. So what I'm going to do, ready buddy? Place, so I lead them to the place, and you'll see what will happen is they start automatically, see you don't even have to say it, they start doing it. So okay, now I did some stuff and now we're ready to start a walk. So I'm going to pick up the leash. I'm left-handed, so I do the left, but if you want to do the right, you do the exact same thing on your right. And what we're going to do is we're going to create an association that heel means walking behind my heel. Not in front of me, behind me, at my heel. So I want to keep some treats in my hand. I'm just going to do some quick back and forth here, just to show you, and then I can move the camera to other places if you need. So while looking at me, everything's for the eye contact, heel. So I lead him, and then when he looks at me, when he's just in that spot next to me, he knows to sit automatically, so he's doing it, but heel. So I'm just going to show him that whenever he walks, and what I'm doing is I'm keeping his attention with me, not ahead of me like I was talking about. He can't, and then the other part is the leash and collar up high behind the ears. Notice how I have this way up behind his ears there? This is so that I can apply. We're going to get you a plastic collar that works like this called a star mark. What that's going to do is if they start pulling, and I'm going to show you one of those, heel. So I'm using the treats because we have to teach this. This is a new exercise for them to learn how to walk. Heel. But then let's say, hey, we don't want to use the treats or they're pulling. Just a little check with the leash. It's called a correction. This is what everyone's afraid of. Just a little, it's just like a dog mouthing him behind the ears. You're not yanking it, you're just giving some pumping type of pressure. And what that does, it gets their attention back with you and breaks that pulling. And you're rewarded. It's like if someone taps you on the shoulder and you kind of look in that direction, that's all the collar is. It's supposed to keep them from getting ahead because you're keeping their attention at you and rewarding it. We'll get more into it, but I just want, and I'm going to just do a couple back and forth so you can see what it looks like as like a finished product. So, look at me, heel. And you just should have, we're like, you're just kind of staying with you, just keeping your pace, sitting when we stop, and it just becomes, and then in the future they can walk just regularly. They don't even have to be your side. But we have to go back to like really structured walking and really structured existence in the house. Okay, we're done. Let me put him away and then I'm gonna go back to my desk here. Okay, buddy, good boy.
Is a little cot like that better than getting him a bed?
It
Is